In this video, I've enhanced, colorized, and animated photographs of Native Americans, captured during a time of great change. These people are silent witnesses of a world that once was. We begin with one of the most iconic figures of that era, Sitting Bull. He was a spiritual leader who never signed a peace treaty with the U.S. government. Whirling Horse was a member of the Oglala Lakota Sioux tribe and performed with Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Pretty Nose, an Arapaho war chief, stood among the few women to fight at Little Bighorn, and lived to be over 100. She was photographed in 1879 wearing traditional Arapaho clothing. Geronimo surrendered 4 times and escaped from U.S. custody 3 times before his final capture in 1886. In his later years, he rode in Theodore Roosevelt's inaugural parade in 1905. Red Cloud was the only Native leader to win a war against the U.S. Army. Between 1866 and 1868, he led the Lakota and their allies in Red Cloud's war, forcing the U.S. to abandon its forts on the Bozeman Trail. Indian boys learned to ride and shoot from a very young age. By the age of 12, many could already hunt buffalo and take part in raids alongside adult warriors. Buffalo Calf Road Woman was a Crow warrior who, during the 1876 Battle of the Rosebud, risked her life to rescue her wounded brother, an act that inspired her fellow warriors to press on against the Sioux and Cheyenne. Tasunka Kokipapi was a respected Oglala Lakota war leader who fought in Red Cloud's war and later became a peacetime diplomat, known for protecting his people during the difficult transition to reservation life. Quanah Parker was the last war chief of the Comanche, who fiercely resisted U.S. expansion and later became a key leader in helping his people adapt to life on a reservation. Zitkala Shah was a Yankton, Dakota writer, musician, and activist who fought for Native American rights while blending Indigenous stories with Western forms, becoming one of the first Native women to publish in English. Chief Joseph was the leader of the Nez Perce people, known for his resistance to the forced relocation of his tribe. In 1877, after his people were forced off their land in Oregon, he led a heroic but unsuccessful flight to Canada, only to be stopped by the U.S. Army. Crazy Horse was a symbol of resistance and bravery, fighting to protect his people and their way of life until his death in 1877. Sarah Winnemucca was a Paiute leader, educator, and activist, known for her advocacy for Native American rights. She wrote Life Among the Paiutes and worked as a translator, fighting against the mistreatment of her people. Among the Yakima people, men often wore earrings as a symbol of status and accomplishment. The earrings were not just for decoration, but signified strength, bravery, and the individual's role within the tribe. The look you see now was also quite natural for that time. Joe Black Fox, a Lakota Sioux leader. In his time, smoking was common among Native Americans, often seen as a spiritual practice linked to ceremonies and traditions, beyond just recreation. American Horse was a prominent Oglala Lakota leader and warrior. He was a key figure in defending his people and their traditions during times of conflict, including the Battle of the Little Bighorn. For many Native American tribes, horses symbolized strength and freedom, playing a crucial role in hunting, warfare, and trade. Bird Rattle was a prominent chief of the Piegan tribe, part of the larger Blackfoot Confederacy. He was known for his leadership and for playing a key role in the tribe's resistance against external pressures during the 19th century. Canoes were essential for travel, trade, and fishing, crafted from bark or dugout trees. Bull was a prominent chief of the Absaroki tribe, known for his leadership and bravery. He played a significant role in the tribe's resistance against external threats. The peace pipe was used by many Native American tribes in ceremonies to symbolize peace, unity, and the sealing of agreements. A wooden bird headdress was worn by Native American warriors and leaders. The bird, typically an eagle, represented power and was a sign of respect and honor within the tribe. Sitting Owl was a notable chief of the Hidatsa tribe. He was known for his wisdom and leadership, particularly during the time of the Great Sioux War. Susan LaFlèche Picot was the first Native American woman to earn a medical degree, graduating in 1889. She dedicated her life to serving the Omaha tribe, treating patients over a large area. Nesjaja Hatali was a Navajo leader and medicine man. Some Native American tribes made capes from rabbit skins. They were lightweight, warm, and used as clothing or blankets in cold weather. Charles Eastman was a Santee Sioux physician, writer, and reformer. Born in 1858, he became one of the first Native Americans to receive formal education, earning his medical degree from Dartmouth College. Ben Long Ear was a respected leader of the Kiowa tribe, known for his strong influence in preserving his people's traditions and cultural heritage. In the late 19th century, Mosa's family, along with others from her tribe, was moved to a reservation. Mosa's story became symbolic of the suffering experienced by many Native American children during that time. Irontail was a respected Lakota warrior and leader, known for his role in the Battle of the Little Bighorn. He was a skilled fighter and became a prominent figure. Hopi girls are famous for their unique and intricate hairstyles, which are not only a symbol of beauty, but also represent their cultural and familial identity. When Hopi girls reach puberty, they wear their hair in two distinctive buns on either side of their head, known as squash blossom or butterfly hairstyles. These styles are deeply symbolic, representing the transformation into adulthood and their connection to the earth and nature. The hairstyle also signifies the girl's role in Hopi society, where women are seen as the keepers of tradition and the ones who ensure the continuity of their culture. Francis Pegamagabo was an Ojibwa soldier and Canada's most decorated Indigenous soldier. During World War I, he became one of the deadliest snipers, with 378 kills. Yellow Bull was a respected Lakota warrior known for his bravery in battle and his leadership in defending Lakota land. He was part of key confrontations, including the Battle of Little Bighorn. Joseph Medicine Crow was a war chief of the Crow tribe, known for his remarkable accomplishments as a warrior and leader. Medicine Crow also served in World War II, earning the Bronze Star for his service. Slow Bull was a respected Lakota warrior and leader, known for his role in defending his people's land and way of life. He was involved in several key conflicts during the Indian Wars, including battles against U.S. forces. And this is his wife, photographed in 1907. Lida Conley was a Wyandot lawyer who became the first Native American woman to argue a case before the U.S. Supreme Court. In 1909, she fought to protect the sacred Huron Indian Cemetery in Kansas City. Kiowa boys are simply children from the Kiowa tribe, often young boys who are already learning the ways of the tribe, including hunting and other important skills. Big Navajo was a notable leader within the Navajo Nation. He was known for his wisdom, leadership, and his efforts to guide his people through challenging times, particularly during the Indian Wars. Touch the Cloud, a Cheyenne warrior, is particularly remembered for his role in the Battle of the Little Bighorn. Unlike many of his peers, he was one of the few Cheyenne leaders who survived the battle. Standing Deer was an Oto man photographed in 1881, representing his people during a time of great cultural change. His image reflects the strength and identity of the Oto Nation in the late 19th century. In January 1881, a delegation of the Oto tribe visited Washington, D.C. to discuss land and treaty rights with the U.S. government. Here is what the Native American people look like in modern clothing. Naiche was the last hereditary chief of the Chiricahua Apache and the son of the famous leader Cochise. Naiche eventually surrendered in 1886 and was exiled with his people. This is an ordinary American girl named Poma. Chief Gaul, Pidzi, was a powerful Hunkpapa Lakota leader and strategist who fought alongside Sitting Bull at the Battle of the Little Bighorn. Tefu Toy was a prominent leader of the Taos tribe, known for his resistance against encroachment on native lands. Just an ordinary girl from the Taos tribe, living her life with the traditions and values passed down through generations. The Klamath are a Native American tribe from the Pacific Northwest, known for their fishing skills, particularly in salmon, and their rich cultural traditions. Black Elk was a Lakota Sioux spiritual leader who witnessed key moments in Native American history, including the Battle of Little Bighorn and the Wounded Knee Massacre. The Caddo are a Native American tribe from Northern California, traditionally known for their hunting, fishing, and basket weaving skills.